Here we go. Here we go. Guys, I don't have here we go. I don't have my spacesuit on. Still coming in the mail. Here we go. Here we are. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see. I'm still waiting, guys. It's coming today. The little onesie spacesuit is coming today. I don't know what time though. I was checking though. I have my Amazon pulled up because I think you could track the packages. Trying to see exactly where it's at. What's up? What's up? Welcome back. You have to sleep in it tonight. That's something I'd be doing. That's something I would definitely do. Welcome back, everybody. Power hour is almost here. It's here. It's upon us. Let's do this. Usually our power hour streams are like really lit. So let's see what we got today. We got earnings, guys. We got earnings. Let me send it to my Gmail. Stimulus passed, of course. Friday. We get that signature. Sorry about that. Let me track this order. Where is this order at? It's supposed to arrive like right now, 12:15 to 3 p.m. What's up? What's up? Track package, okay. All right, so I have the link for the. Okay, perfect. Guys, here it is. Look, the earnings call. We got it here, baby. So if anybody is wondering where you could find the earnings call, just share this video. We're going to be streaming all of it. What's up? So right now we're still at 10:11. We pulled back slightly before we left to 2:30. Again, that trend is still there. GameStop being at 260 pretty much puts us a little bit above, a little higher than we were yesterday. So I'm not that sad actually. We're still green on the day. We still have power hour. We still got time. Let's see. Let's see where power hour takes us, guys. Let's check Twitter. Earnings. Kramer, he's calling us again at the same time every single day. uh Let's go, baby. We're ready. We're ready. Where's power hour at? We got 54 minutes. Um, Give me 1 second. Uncle Bruce thinks this is gonna run back right up. I do think so too. Sue, yes, guys, please hit the like button. Let's try to get 100 likes. So one thing I'm scared of is AMC dumping headed into the market close for due to people not wanting to hold in through earnings. So let's see. Tesla, Tesla actually bounced, by the way. Higgs Pixel wrote on Reddit that he thinks the good guy institutions purposely ran the price down in order to get Jimmy on the short side restriction so the gamma squeeze can start. Honestly, there's a lot of reasons why that could have dropped, but obviously it was manipulated. It was dropped. Howdy, Robert. Welcome back. That's an interesting point of view right there, actually. Something's going on, guys, behind closed doors we have no idea about, and it's exciting me. Yeah, also the stop loss is exactly at 300. Went off like crazy like this. Because that first initial um halt was like at 302. Okay, let's see something. I wanted to pull up. Let me see. There's AMC pulling back, man, headed into earnings. Still pulling back. Let's check Fintel. See what kind of updates we got for the short shares available for GameStop. I'll give you guys that one first. 9 minutes ago, guys. Wow. For GameStop, 100K short shares available, down from like 1.2 million 8 hours ago with the fee of 1.1%. Let's check AMC. See what that's showing. 1.6 mil as an hour ago. 1.6 mil with 7.37 fee. The earnings are at in 2 hours. In 2 hours, we have the earnings call. That to me is more important than the actual earnings themselves. No, we're just floating right now in GameStop. Not a lot of action going on other than this dip here to 226. We bounced. We're at 250. So that half dollar mark at 250, we're still hanging in there. All right, let's see. All right, there's that bounce here. I'd hate to see a double bottom. Let's try to avoid hitting the double bottom here at 950s on AMC. I'm not sure if we can. Let's try to close green at least above 10. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So on the 28th, when we had that pullback on GameStop, we recovered even and we even gapped up the next day to 475. That's interesting. I'm telling you guys, there's something going on with GameStop right now. Something we don't know. Very interesting. We got 47 minutes left, power hour. Where's that volume at? Where's that momentum? What's the volume on like on AMC, guys? Yeah, right now we're pretty much sideways. We're in this range around 287 and some support right around 224 for GameStop. This is the range we're trading at right now, guys. This is the range. Oh, somebody got fired or stepped on a Citadel. I tried to find the article but haven't been able to. Do you know about it? I don't. I do not know. Oh my gosh, 233 million volume. That's what happened exactly on cost too. Same thing. It's found some support. It's literally back at the market open level, however, for costs. It's trading there and it's finding some support. GameStop, on the other hand, it's a little under that market open level. So let's see where we have these higher lows forming. AMC, I love these consecutive green crayons. Let's have a push upward. Where is my momentum? Where is the market? Where's power hour? Where's the volume at? The fourth quarter, yeah, the last 15 minutes. The last 15. Banana Nut says the last 15, yeah. Guys, do you guys mind if I turn off the ring light? Does it make a big difference? Does that make a big difference? I don't know why, but lately it's been like burning my eyes, guys. You guys mind? You guys, can I keep it like this? Like it's just giving me a headache. That light all morning is just. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that. All right, I appreciate that, guys. That feels a little better. The onions are gonna make you cry. They're creeping back on me. I do have those glasses, the transparent ones for the blue light. I'm gonna actually grab those. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Let me try to find them. Alrighty, we're back. Chair pump. Guys, yeah, I'm still waiting for Amazon to deliver that spacesuit. Professor Ralph, do these glasses make me look like a financial advisor? Alrighty, we're waiting, guys. We're waiting. Here it is, AMC earnings call. Ooh, it's gonna be lit. They make me look like a rocket scientist. Where's Power Hour? It's not here yet. There's no volume. Not a lot going on. Yeah, we're streaming it. Absolutely. John the God, LOL. The chat is quality here. Yeah, we have the one of the best communities here. I think it's just because of the we have good regulations here. Anybody who spams immediately kicked out. We don't allow any of that. So thank you to the mods that helped me. Thank you, mods. This is the way. Stocks only go up. Come on. Where is the volume at? It usually comes in either 30 minutes early or 30 minutes late. So we're patiently waiting. GameStop is still coasting at a pretty decent level. I'm not gonna lie. It's at a pretty decent level. 38 minutes. Yeah, we got 38 minutes left. I'm constantly refreshing Fintel. It's my new hobby. Just refresh Fintel. Where's the updates at? An hour ago for GameStop or for AMC. At 1.6 million shares, short shares available. Alrighty, promising green candle here on GameStop. Let's get the show going. Come on. I appreciate that, Pam. The bestest of the bestest. I appreciate that. No, I don't think earnings are out yet until after hours. You guys are trying to get us excited here too early. Oh, guys, giveaway. I forgot giveaway. Let's do it. I almost forgot. Just a comment on yesterday's video. Let's see. Let me grab that link. Just like and comment on this video and you're automatically entered. I'm gonna do the giveaway like 5 minutes. Let's pin this message really quick. AMC gift card. And then same thing for tomorrow. So tonight's video is a very important one. We're gonna be talking about all of this manipulation. So make sure to watch tonight's video. Just comment, leave a like, and you're automatically entered. So let's see. Where are you? Where's that gift card at? These are all the ones we gave away, guys, already. So probably in my room. Slowly, patiently waiting. 255 still on GameStop. Yeah, here in LA, AMC movie theaters are actually opening up, I believe, next week at 25% capacity. And I think I read earlier that at 50% capacity, I think restaurants are opening up. Something's opening up here at 50%, or in New York, actually. Not sure what it was. Anybody read that article as well? Once it gets 300 likes, then you could do giveaways. So watch this double bottom here on AMC, guys. One thing I think can happen before close is I think people are going to be scared headed into earnings. I don't know why. That just always happens with earnings. Alex says, I just got here and someone's looking smart. I look like I own part of Melvin, right? Like I'm a hedge fund guy. No, I'm just playing, but I'm just have these because my eyes were kind of hurting because of the light. So this is without the ring light, and this is with the ring light. But having that light strains my eyes a lot. And I'm kind of losing my vision a little bit. So the hat, no, I still have the hat. I would never give that hat. That also, there's a new variant, a new strain. I've seen so many articles on that. A new strain here, a new strain here. It's more potent, it's more deadly. Like I don't even know what to believe. What do you mean they're gonna rip the legs off it when when the squeeze occurs? The viral headquarters, thank you so much for the $5 dono. I truly appreciate your guys' donations, your guys' support to this channel. But like always, guys, you guys don't have to donate. All we ask for is a like on the videos and a subscribe. That's pretty much it. But thank you so much for the donation. All these donations are refunded back to you guys via gift card. So thank you so much. All right, there's that push here. 260. Come on, GameStop. Power hour is here. Let's get the show on the road. Let's get the show going. Come on, where's that volume at? If we can close at 290 on GameStop today, we're slowly making progress again. They cannot stop us. They cannot stop us. Guys, these drops, guys. This is not us selling. This is not us selling. The big boys played with us today for sure on the GameStop. Can you answer the question? The viral headquarters? I don't know what you mean by that question. What do you mean they're going to rip the legs off it when the squeeze occurs? I don't know what you mean by that question. Have you considered streaming on Twitch? Hate the YouTube delay. I did want to initially start on Twitch, but for some reason I said, you know what, I'm gonna stream on YouTube, and I guess it played out perfectly. So, there is a slight like 3-4 second delay, so I can't do anything about that. That's YouTube for you. You'll never get live streams. That's YouTube. I can't fix on that, but yeah, maybe we could do both. I don't know. Someone's calling me. Trading stocks these days is 99% psychological. I 100% agree. This is like a psychological warfare we had here going on at around the 250s. All due to panic on these pullbacks, guys. Like, that's insane to me. For those of you that just got here, be patient with us because we're still waiting on those earnings. We're still waiting for power hours, see what we got going on. So just bear with us, bear with us. Juan, I appreciate the donation. We need more positivity for AMC. Once again, we're waiting for earnings, so that's the next biggest catalyst with just a couple hours away. So thank you so much for the donation. I truly appreciate that. But once again, guys, you guys don't need to donate. Just drop a like. That's all we ask for. Tesla flopped. Actually, this kind of benefits me. I'm waiting for a pullback, so let's see. Let's see if it hits my alert. It triggers my alert. We're patiently waiting. Patience. Rob breaks the internet. Guys, I think we're gonna break our record stream here for views today with their earnings. Usually a lot of people show up for events like that, like the congressional hearing, the earnings, the CEO speaking. So let's see if we break the record. You tip Ralph strips? Nope. You have to get my OnlyFans for that. On my OnlyFans, I just post my stock tips right there. No one's ever done that before. We are pioneers. Let's see. Amazon. I'm gonna update my Amazon. Where's my package? Where is my spacesuit? Still not here. Joseph Kennedy, thank you for the dono with the peach emoji. Thank you so much. I appreciate the donation. Thank you for supporting the channel. Again, Ape one card. I forgot. All right, let's do it. Gift card. Here we go. Gift card. I forgot the YouTube link. Let me see. Alrighty, here we go. Gift card. There we go. Good luck to all. If you want to enter tomorrow's gift card giveaway, just comment on tonight's video and leave a like, and that's pretty much it. This guy says, Eduardo says, did you guys see that? It says if AMC beats earnings, I'll kiss my wife's boyfriend. Do one more shuffle. Here we go. Before the people say it's rigged, confirm. Start. Good luck to all. Here we go. AMC gift card. Congrats, Julius 305. If you are here, DM me. I'll reach out to you right now on YouTube. Again, Juan with the donation. Thank you so much for the donation. Looks like AMC or GameStop is actually moving 263. Did Power Hour come 30 minutes late? We'll find out. Thank you so much, Juan, for the donation. I truly appreciate that. But guys, just smash that like button, baby. Let's try to hit 420 likes. Let's hit 420 likes. I'm gonna write down his name. Remind me, Julius. What? Julius, right? Julius is not a mod, no. Julius. Julius. Here we go, baby. Space Kitty, thank you so much for the donation. Your ring light was too close. I'm always under light, so familiar question. Oh, thanks for the info on that. I didn't know that. What would the ideal close for AMC be today? Obviously, the ideal close would have been above 12 at new highs. That's what we wanted. Unfortunately, these hedgies try to play us dirty. Now we're down here at 204, 1004. So we've had a massive resistance here. Kramer's calling me one more time. Damn it, Kramer. We've had massive resistance here on these lower highs. We have this bullish pennant that's trying to break out from here. But as GameStop pushes here to 268, above 268, hopefully that translates to a push on AMC to like 1080s. So on anything above that where it's at right now, let's just see a strong push in AMC into close. That's the most ideal close, a strong push. Obviously, headed into earnings, usually expect a sell-off. So the opposite of that, a strong push. That would be my ideal close. But yes, with GameStop touching SMA here again at 270, let's see if we can see a push on GameStop. Carlos, thank you so much for the $50 dono. I truly appreciate that. Once again, you guys don't have to donate. Just give me to 420 likes on the video. We truly appreciate that. Can we get a thank you to all the donators in the chat, guys? The real MVP, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Space Kitty. Thank you so much for the ring light tip. I did not know that. I guess that's why I'm going blind. Thank you so much. Hedgies are worried. Yeah, hopefully we have a disgusting push to 300. Something that makes them clench their cheeks. I would love to see that. Alrighty, we're patiently waiting. 26 minutes left. We got earnings right around the corner. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, 271, baby. We're getting some action coming. My Tesla would probably be sub 700. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I got a little too excited there. I thought my Amazon spacesuit came in. I was like, what a time. But for now, 273. Why is it so hard to click the like? I don't know. I don't know. We're so close to 420. But yeah, guys, we're pushing. We're pushing, baby. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Let us see a 300 push. And AMC, follow along. Let's try to get 1080. No, I thought, Jonathan, I thought too. I thought the spacesuit was here. I keep refreshing my Amazon delivery update. Yes, we are going to be streaming the AMC earnings. Absolutely. It's in the title, guys. I would not lie to you guys. Here's proof. We're waiting. Audience members can join 15 minutes prior to start time. So if anybody's trying to find that link, just send them this video. What time? An hour after close. 5 p.m. Eastern. Amanda says, I don't think the earnings will be good. Yeah, we're not expecting anything astronomical on the earnings. I'm pretty sure that can also be priced in already on the on AMC's price right now. There's a lot of things that can happen after earnings, so let's see. I'm more interested on the earnings call than the actual earnings. In 2021, these earnings coming up matter more than the ones on quarter four earnings. Oh, we broke past. I didn't even get to see 420 likes. Let's see what Twitter's saying. No updates on Twitter. Who's posting their Cash App services here? You guys are crazy. People want to hear a solid planless Q4. I'm not sure what you mean. So right now we're still in this wedge here, this sideways consolidation with GameStop having some resistance right around 287 and some support right around 227. The EMA on the 5-minute is at 257. So if we do pull back, let's expect a bounce above 257. Anything above 250 I think is pretty decent after this crazy pullback. It's manipulation here. Yeah, that's what we need. Positive guidance. Michael, I agree. Positive guidance is what we're looking for on this earnings call. I think aimed their earnings call, I think they're gonna stress the fact that they paid off 600 million in debt. I think that's what they're gonna keep on mentioning. Watch. That's what I'm betting. I will not eat another onion if we hit 300 on GameStop again, guys. For those of you that just tuned in, this morning we had some onions for breakfast. Some raw onions. Alright, we're bouncing here at 266. AMC is still slow. It looks like we're waiting for the earnings. AMC needs to close above 1050. I'd love to see a push to 1080. But again, GameStop is definitely going to help AMC if GameStop does push right now. Alrighty, there's that second green candle after this pullback here off to EMA. Let's see if we can hold that and push. $20 minutes left. Guys, fourth quarter is coming. Fourth quarter is 5 minutes away. That's when things get intense. So let's see. No, I'm not allergic to pears. How about you eat a steak if we hit 350? Sounds better. Gino Martinez, thank you for the donation. Pick me next time for the AMC gift cards, man. Tired of getting treated as a stepchild here. Gino, it's random, guys. It's not rigged. It's random. Random winners. I appreciate the dono, though. Truly do. Thank you so much for that. Fourth quarter, yeah, Tom Brady vibes. Come on. Thank you, Gino. How do you have your steak cooked? Absolutely raw. Straight. Straight raw. That's the best. Alrighty, come on. Triple nines. Triple nines on AMC. David. David Lee's always saying it's rigged. Star Clouds, right? You won, right? She won AMC the other day. And did you get your card? Alex. How I like my steaks, how apes like them. Stu Labu won too as well. You guys both got your gift cards. There we go. All right, so now we're still waiting, man. We're still waiting. How strong are we gonna bounce off the EMA here at 268? I'd buy a shirt that references the 300. Did anybody save that? I need to record that. The Onion 300, baby. Apes don't eat steak. Well, now they do. Come on, AMC. This is a descending triangle here. I'm not liking it. Ever since we pulled back here to 11, guys, we have yet to really cross above EMA other than the spike here at 11.12, which we did not completely hold. So patiently, we're slowly going. We're cruising at the triple nines headed into earnings, while GameStop here is having a decisive moment. Is it going to push the 290s here into power hour? Are we going to see that aggressive pump like we did yesterday? Let's see. Earnings, Alan, is after the market closes. Do I see a bull pennant forming on GameStop? Somewhat. I would say yes. I would agree. At this price, yes. But we need to hop back into 285 so we have that confirmation there. I appreciate that. It's Tibby, you actually won, right? You won the gift card. Have I sent it to you? Alrighty, 273. There's that second push. Come on. Let's see it. Um, there it is. Fourth quarter. Here we go. Fourth quarter, guys. Still waiting. GameStop still testing the EMA at 269. We got 14 minutes, fourth quarter. One thing I'm scared of, guys, on AMC is it dumping to like 950s as we head into the close. I think people might get spooked. One thing I'm scared of, but it's a roller coaster. Buckle up. Let's see. What kind of glasses? You could get these for like $7 a pair. You could get a pair of these for $7 on Amazon. All right, let's pull him back. So if we hold this trend line here, let's hold at least a trend line. 980s. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm not a financial advisor, but some people have been asking when they could hop in AMC. What do I think? If it does dump, which guys, I hate to admit, sometimes these earnings aren't always the best. Regardless, it's almost seen as a buy the rumor, sell the news. So if it does dip, I'm not a financial advisor. I just like the stocks, but that would be to me a good entry price. Been watching you for a couple of days and subscribed to you. Sorry, but the other has a cringe laugh. I don't know who. What about GameStop? Michael says. GameStop doesn't have earnings till March 25th, which is on a Thursday, and then the CFO leaves on the 26th. I have the earnings call here, so we're patiently waiting. We're patiently waiting. What just happened here again? So we haven't seen a lot of action here on GameStop other than the push here to 270. We're still at 270, guys. Fourth quarter is not coming through today. Where's Tom Brady at? These Tom Brady vibes were apparent yesterday. Yesterday's market close was epic, guys. Look at this. 241. We're talking about a new high is not a meme, and we broke past that. Even after hours, it was insane. Tom Brady. Wait, I think I could hop on the call or what? Why does it say attend? Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, guys. So we're still waiting. If anybody is struggling to find the earnings, we are going to be streaming it here. All right, we're so far so good on AMC at 982. It's not pulled back yet, so let's hold. Let's hold this level here, this wedge. Yeah, Daniel, I think that's they're gonna stress that on the earnings call. Absolutely. I think they'll keep mentioning that about their debt. Absolutely. Alrighty, there's the Tom Brady's coming through, guys. 274 on GameStop. The last 10 minutes, literally power quarter. Let's go. Let us see 300. Let us see 300. AMC, come on, this can help AMC absolutely. It could help avoid the sell-off if there is one. Come on. Oh, we do have one more Weeble stock to unbox. Hopefully it's not CP the WPF. Weeble transformed this into the largest shareholder of CPF or WPF. There it is, 276. Let's see that. Weeble. Oh, we have. All right. If you guys want, um, here's Weeble. You get 2 free stonks if you sign up using the link below. So we have 2 more here. Hopefully it's not WPF. Oh, I'm literally gonna become the CEO of WPF. It's killing me. All right, we got one more shot. Please give me a Snapchat share. WPF equals Worldwide Prime Foundation. Primate Foundation. You guys are insane. Honestly, I think it's a sign, guys. I think it's a sign. Watch WPF become the next GameStop. We become millionaires. That'd be insane. It's not even a lot. It's not even a. I hate Weeble. It's not even a random. I literally just get that all the time. WPF. Come on, GameStop. GameStop is like teasing us, peaking at 270, but it's still pulling back. AMC looks promising. Let's break above 10. Let's break above 10, baby. We got 7 minutes left, and then we have earnings. Yeah, I'm gonna hold these WPF shares forever. It's a sign. Kramer, stop calling me, damn it. I'm gonna make my own ETF and have 100% WPF. It's pulling back. GameStop is pulling back again. Same range we've been seeing all day. The 260s, the 250s. It's gonna be such a crazy day tomorrow after this crazy manipulative pullback. We still have some time. We still got 6 minutes. A lot can happen in 6 minutes. We saw that yesterday. 6 minutes is a long time. AMC report scares me. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. I think they're gonna stress that all earnings call. Theaters are opening up. All right, we're still bouncing here at 265. Obviously not the support level we want to be trading at, but honestly, I'll take a 266 close, guys. Yesterday we were closing in at like 230, 245, so we're still above yesterday's level. Let's try to keep perspective. Let's try to remain positive. I'll take that close. These hedges cannot take us down, guys. AMC is crashing. I don't think so. It's still holding 989. Of course, it does have a descending triangle here with the lower highs, but we're still pretty much holding the 988 level. One thing I am worried is, again, there might be people selling off AMC into the close. So hopefully GameStop pushes up and we can see some $10 plus on AMC before we close. But Nanonot says I don't think earnings are going to be a surprise for anybody. Yeah, we're not. Again, we're not expecting out of the world earnings on AMC. Yes, earnings call is here. We're waiting for it. We still got time. It's an hour after the market closes. GME still had a good recovery given that BS earlier. I agree. I agree. We still got some time though, so a lot of things can happen in 4 minutes. Earnings call is here. Yes, we are going to be streaming the earnings call. This is the earnings call coming up, so we're patiently waiting. Yeah, Joseph, that's what I think it's a typical it's typical for a sell-off before earnings call. So I'm surprised AMC has not sold off yet. We got a minute and 43 seconds. Let's hold the 987s. Come on. I think a lot of people are still holding AMC, so let's see. GameStop is pulling back 260s. So we still have a pretty decent range, guys. Let's remain optimistic. Let's remain positive. We're still above the closing price yesterday. To me, that's a win. Ralph is wearing glasses finally. Maybe he'll start seeing reality and make sense with these stocks. It's my eyes, man. My eyes get strained looking at computer screens all day. Take care of your eyes, guys. And this ring light here, I turned it off, so hopefully it still looks pretty cool. So 982, we got 40 seconds, guys. Come on, AMC, hold for us. Don't sell off. Hold for us. Come on. It's holding pretty strong. Don't sell off. Don't sell off. Don't sell off. 30 seconds. Come on, 30 seconds. We got a minute. 263 GameStop. We got 10 seconds. AMC is testing that trend line here. Still bouncing. Looks like people are holding. I love to see that. 4 seconds. Yes, baby. Market close. Jen, I don't know where the Amazon driver is. Where's my spacesuit? Look at the after hour spike on GameStop to 273. So now we wait. All right, guys, this is where it gets really, really crazy. Let's see. It's not a crazy spacesuit. What a day, man. Why does it get crazier after every close? Right? Is it just like every day is just getting more insane? Every day it's just another roller coaster we hop on. I bought Roblox. Spacesuit PJs. It's a onesie. It's an orange onesie. AMC's moving after hours, guys. Where are my earnings? All right, we're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. AMC's moving. Guys, it's moving. Where are earnings? Yeah, 5 p.m. Eastern is when we get is when we get the earnings call, so stay tuned. GameStop slowly trying to creep up as well, 269. I'll plug in the Discord for you guys as well. For those of you that are new, you could hop in the Discord. Welcome. We live stream every single day, Monday through Friday. If you want real time, real live technical analysis, subscribe. All right, we're waiting, we're waiting. Uh, it's at 5 p.m. Eastern. 5 p.m. Eastern, yes. You're gonna sit here for an hour? It'll go by fast, especially with you guys in the chat. You guys are funny. I think the last 15 minutes of the trading day should be called 16 candles. But it's fourth quarter. That's what we call it, fourth quarter. So let's see. We're just gonna wait. We're waiting for the EPS. Where is that? Yeah, I'm waiting for my spacesuit too. How did Tesla close? 672. We're still waiting. If it drops under 650, of course I'm gonna be buying. Nasdaq NQ futures pulled back. We had the little stimmy pump here, but pretty much flat on the day. Red actually, but it reminds me of GameStop. It's just trading sideways. Consolidating. At the get rid of that registration watermark. Are you talking about the wolf? Do you guys not like the wolf? W I think WPF is pushing. No, it's not moving. This is a stock Weibo has been giving us consistently. That's the stock right there. So we're still waiting for those that just hopped in. We are still waiting for the earnings call and earnings. We are here in the lobby for the event. So it's 5 p.m. Eastern. But so far we just have some pretty basic price action after hours. Pretty much flat. Not a lot going on so far. It looks like people are still waiting. You guys don't want me to activate Windows, right? That's the good luck right there. GameStop pulling back 259. How frequently do you receive free stocks? I think every time someone signs up using the link down below, we both get free stocks. Who said this? AMC is a screaming sell and only worth 1 cent. Analyst Richard Greenfield. What it was sometimes goes through these guys' heads. These analysts, guys. What? All right, we're still waiting, guys. That hour's gonna go by like this. Guys, guess what's trending on Twitter? Hashtag save AMC. Let's see. You know what? In the meantime, let's give away a GameStop gift card. Meanwhile, we wait. Let's get things juicy. Where are you at? Let's give away a GameStop gift card. Uh, Craig says, "Mods, you ready? You guys are funny, man." Um, post the link. How should we do it this time? I feel like we haven't shown love to Twitter in a while. Let's see. So far, no updates yet. We got 59 minutes. It's 111 on the clock. Got the special lucky number, triple ones on the clock. We're still waiting, patiently waiting. Guys, look at this. This is Robert on Twitter. He's watching the stream and he has um they won, right? The Tampa Tom Brady. I don't watch football, guys. I know I might sound like an idiot right now. Tom Brady. So let's do that tweet. Let's do that tweet. All right, Tom Brady. Let's do that one. I'll pin that one right here. But let's keep the event here. This is the live stream. This is the earnings call. We're still waiting. 5 p.m. Eastern. We could hop in 15 minutes before. The Bucks, there we go. Talk to me about soccer, baby. I think Barca's playing right now. Ruffle Sports, do you like Barca? I think they're playing right now, by the way. Um, so yeah, let's do that tweet. Let's do Robert's tweet. All right, anybody on there? That will be the giveaway for the GameStop card. Who donated? Let me see. Space Kitty, I appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. But once again, you guys don't have to donate. Just drop a like on the video and subscribe. Currently there is still manipulation. What do you believe will change? Well, we have the congressional hearing. The next congressional hearing is next week. Literally next week on Wednesday. So hopefully we get more guidance as to what's gonna happen. I believe the last congressional hearing was a lot of stupid questions were asked. I think one of the most ridiculous questions that was asked was, how did Robinhood come up with its name? Like, what? Like, what kind of question is that? Why weren't the naked shorty mentioned? Why wasn't that mentioned? So hopefully we have. I think the SEC is also going to be on the next congressional hearing, if I'm not mistaken. What are the two free stocks worth on Webull? I don't know. We've been getting WPF, so you get 50-50. You get a gamble. The most expensive stock I've gotten is a Snapchat share. I forgot to pin the tweet. I'm sorry. Um. So let's wait like 5 minutes. Let's see what kind of updates we got on AMC on Twitter. What are people saying on Twitter? What are people saying? Hashtag save AMC. I love it. Oh, Barca is playing. That's 1-1. That's on Twitter. Let's get that trending on Twitter. Hashtag save AMC. Let's add fuel to the fire. Save AMC. Harry, who do you support? I think you're talking about soccer, right? It looks like you got Arsenal in there, right? Has that theory and re? 46 more minutes. Yeah, William, 46 more minutes. LA AMC is going to open up. Yes, Gavin Newsom was talking about at 25% capacity next week. So following New York's footsteps. And what did Adam Aaron, CEO of AMC, say were his two most important cities? New York and LA. So I'm very excited. I don't after this, guys, after this whole AMC thing, I don't think I'll ever go to any other theater other than AMC. Is that just me? Do I just think like that? Am I just crazy? Or can somebody else agree with me? I think I might just be crazy. It's like you'll never walk into an AMC again without thinking about the stock. Like I'll never walk in there again without thinking of what happened and all of this. It might just be me, but I don't know. Yeah, this is the Investors Relations AMC. Every company has their own Investors Relations website. Facebook, Tesla, Amazon. Stonk emotions are real, yeah. It's like I never, it's like every time I see a Tesla, I think of the stock. AMC popping to 210. We're still getting some little action here after hours. Not a lot, but we're still patiently waiting, guys. We think the same way. Yeah, this is the way. That's literally one of my favorite sayings that Reddit just came up with. This is the way. It's like when you open up the post and you see a lot of people just saying this is the way. I love that. That makes me smile all the time. AMC 1025. What just happened? Something came out on AMC. Something just happened. Wait, did earnings come out? Did earnings come out or what? Something came out. Earnings came out, guys. Earnings came out. Someone give me the earnings. The earnings came out. This is not right. The earnings came out. Something came out. Help me find them. Help me find them, guys. Someone help me find it. This is not a regular move. This is moving off earnings. Uh, no, this is for the net loss 3.15 versus 1.1 estimated. This move doesn't make sense. No, this is for the earnings call. This is not the best. This is what we technically expected, but I don't care about the earnings. I'm more interested in the earnings call. So that's the pullback. This is exactly the pullback we were talking about here on AMC. And one thing you got to be careful is CNBC is probably going to be talking about it right now. Let's see. It's from a movie. This is the way it's from the movie, right? See, I don't know. I did not know that. CNBC is not pulling up. They should be probably talking about AMC, guys. One thing, if it does drop, they're going to be talking about it all the time, man. CNBC is like frozen or something. Wait, 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 wait. So we're pretty much at 10 still. I would have expected way more of a volatile swing on that. Give me 1 second, guys. Why is this not playing? What time is it? 120? I'm seeing a lot of different numbers on Twitter. Why? No, it's yeah, 4 p.m. Central, I believe, and 5 p.m. Eastern. Happy 420 to all my Eastern friends. No one, not even the market, should be surprised for AMC earnings. Yeah, I agree. I don't care about the earnings. What I care about is the earnings call. That's my focus right there. I can care less about the earnings. Earnings quarter one and quarter two of this year matter way more than what we just saw here. So I don't care. I don't really care. Earnings call, guys. That's where it's at. But why am I seeing different numbers on Twitter? Like the numbers are here. Yeah, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise, guys. But I'm kind of glad it's still at 10 and it's not tanking. 1016. Yeah, Biden's gonna sign the COVID relief bill on Friday. It's getting signed Friday, guys. So hopefully we get a massive pump on Nasdaq on Friday and we're able to hop in Tesla for cheap on Thursday. We'll see. Gary Mathis. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. It's just good old manipulation. One of those hedge funds jumped the gun and told on themselves. I agree with that. Hopefully tomorrow we don't have the same thing going on GameStop. But thank you for the donation. Truly appreciate that. But like always, guys, you guys don't have to donate. So let's give away this GameStop card. Let's do that right now. Meanwhile, we wait for the earnings call. Alrighty. We have to connect. What? Okay, here we go. Shuffle it twice. Here we go. Good luck to all. Special case 792. DM me, you won. AMC pulling back 986. We're still waiting. We're not that far away. Here comes the earnings call. It's right around the corner. Kramer is still calling me, damn it. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be such. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. We'll be live tomorrow again. Obviously, we're still gonna do the earnings call, but for those of you that are enjoying this and want to see more of this, tomorrow we go live every single day, Monday through Friday, market open. I'm also thinking of going live on Saturday. I know a lot of you guys ask for questions and analysis on tickers throughout the day. Sometimes I'm not able to see those or I'm just analyzing other stocks. So for those of you that I missed, if you guys bring up other tickers, maybe a Saturday afternoon, that can work. If you guys are interested in that, Saturday or Sunday, we could go live as well for you guys since the market's closed. But if you do find value in that, I'd appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 12K subs. That's insane. There's CNBC. It's finally on. It's so laggy though. I don't know why. Oh yeah, crypto. I keep getting that crypto on Saturday. What's going on? Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know what happened here. Hold on. It's like Kramer. Damn it, Kramer. He called me. He's like, hey, I'm gonna hack you, bro. You can't be doing this to AMC. Give me like 3 seconds, guys. Guys, I literally don't know what happened here. They are manipulating the earnings call. What happened? Does anyone have Think or Swim? Like, what just happened? Give us like 1 second, guys. Alright, so we have to just patiently wait now. I couldn't log on again. So we gotta use ugly Yahoo Finance. Thinkorswim crash, right? Is it just me, or did just Thinkorswim took a big crap? We all need to show up at the Melvin doorstep, infiltrate the headquarters, and run. I don't think that'll be easy, man. Thinkorswim is fine. I'm telling you guys, Kramer watches these streams. Connect my charger really quick. Let me give you an update on Fintel. Let's see what Fintel is showing. An hour ago, 100K short shares available. All right, let's check AMC. Last update was 3 hours ago. 1.6 million short shares available with the fee of 7.37. Um, 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes we got. Who's hyped? Who's excited? Uh, wait, is AMC not updated here or what? 10:36 after hours. Oh, it's not showing after hours. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know why stupid Yahoo Finance. 10:45 after hours. I have to use Yahoo Finance, guys, because Thinkorswim is taking a dump. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that chart was not showing after hours. That's why I was like 10:40. And I was like, what? 10:57. Whoa, I think Thinkorswim might hate you. The Weeble app is acting weird also. Let's see. Let's try Thinkorswim again. What's going on? I hate this. Look, it's not working for me. 1085 after hours, guys. Earnings per share loss of 3.15 adjusted versus estimated loss of 3.16. Revenue 1.62 million versus 140. Whoa. Why is my Thinkorswim not working? I'm missing the rally here. 1080 after hours. LA movie theaters are reopening this weekend too. Let's go, baby. So they beat on the revenue, eh? That's good news. That's good news. 1068. We should be able to join in like 11 minutes. Fidelity is not working either. Every broker just crashed or something. I don't know what happened. GameStop is trending on Twitter or trending in California. It's just a matter of time before GameStop does a stock split, gets added to the S&P 500, and converts its balance sheet to Bitcoin. 1078. Wow, we're going back. AMC is back. Yeah, the earnings call is way more of a bigger deal. So let's see it. That's what I'm thrilled for. I'll be back. Hold on. I think Amazon just came through. $10.81. Can we see 11? $10.82. All right, here we go. Earnings call, baby. Let's check Fintel. AMC update on Fintel for the short interest. It is still showing 1.6 million. No update yet. Let's see what people on Twitter are saying. $10.59. No one really knows the GameStop short interest. Yesterday, the FINRA short interest report came out, and it was showing what, like, I forgot the percent it was showing, but it was sub 60%. Guys, look at that volume on AMC. Wow. Oh, Taylor is back. What up, Taylor? Thank you for the donation. Thank you. Thank you so much, but we truly appreciate that. You guys don't have to donate. All we ask for is you destroy the like button, baby. Yeah, what's up with the analyst who said AMC is worth a penny? We're back. We're back. So we're still waiting, guys. We're in the lobby. We are still patiently waiting. 10:63 after hours. I hate the Motley Fool. Hey Ralph, AMC customer relations lady Jenna Taylor just tweeted conference will be 15 minutes late to start. Wow. First of all, they pushed earnings back. Now they're pushing back the conference call. What? Melvin Capital thought Jimmy was worth less than 250. Roaring Kitty did not. They're interrupting my Judge Judy time. Gemini says, "Can we hit 1,000 likes? Can we, guys? We have 1,700 apes strong here. Can we hit 1,000 likes? Let's blow the stream up." They're waiting for Jeff Bezos. Here it goes. My conspiracy, my tinfoil hat. They gotta smoke right before they celebrate. Taylor, man. Thank you for the dono. Jimmy was nuts today, like watching the Super Bowl, entertaining as F. Thank you so much, Taylor. Can we get a thank you guys in the chat for Taylor truly supporting the channel, truly supporting all of you guys, all of us, the community. All of this is going back to you guys via stonk gift cards like GameStop. So thank you so much, Taylor. Truly appreciate that. Wait, what happened on AMC? Why is it back to 985 after hours? Why is it glitching? Someone give me the price after hours for AMC. I don't know why it's not. And guys, sorry about the Yahoo Finance. I usually use Thinkorswim, but Thinkorswim just crashed on us. Taylor's an AMC CEO. 1048, 1050. Why is it showing 985? Well, everything's glitching, right? Weeble was glitching. Someone said Fidelity was glitching. What's going on? Yahoo are shills. I don't know what's glitching. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. We're back, baby. 1042. Oh, it's back to 985. What's going on? Robinhood is glitching too. I'm not surprised. Because I need to register my Windows. This is the good luck right here. Activate Windows. I will not give up, think or swim. I'm not gonna give up, guys. Weeble is going nuts too. Who here is using Weeble as their main account? Weeble. See, guys, it's still glitching. Guys, look. Where are my charts at? What's going on? It's like they want us to watch CNBC. That's the only thing that's working here. This is horrible. A lot of you guys are using Weeble. Everything's glitching, including Apple stonks. Weeble's acting weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's like all these brokers just took a turn right now, including Yahoo Finance. 1048. Okay, now it's showing 1047. Interesting. All right, we should be able to log in like 15 minutes from now, or in a minute from now. They're trying to scare us apes, eh? Ralph, we broke the internet. Wow. Taylor with the $400 dono. You're insane, man. That means $400 worth more gift cards. Can we get a big thank you, Taylor, in the chat, guys? Good luck, everyone. Taylor, thank you so much for the dono. You did not need to donate, man. That's insane. Can we get a thank you, guys? Thank you, Taylor, in the chat. Can we get W's? Can we get a lot of W's? Just W in the chat. Taylor, thank you so much. Truly grateful. Guys, this is for the community. We are going to be giving away more gift cards for you guys. Thank you, Taylor. W's in the chat. The man just donated to you guys. This is your guys' money, guys. Giveaways. You guys are gonna break YouTube. Oh, there we go, baby. There we go. Let's get some hype in the chat. We're in the conference call. Come on. Don't fail on me. Hello? Guys, hear this music. With that elevator music. Let's go, baby. Let's get some hype. Let's get some hype. Let's go. I'm gonna mute the music, by the way. For now. Let's go, baby. If you guys have anybody who wants to watch the earnings call and does not have the link, just send them this video so they don't have to register on the investor relations website. It's much easier. This music is sad. It's so weird. I'm getting weird vibes. Take a look at this. Hear this. I don't know. It's weird vibes. Hear this. It's like spooky. I don't know. Sounds of the moon. Uh, is Tibby? I'll get to you after the earnings call. I promise you. It's like they're playing the phone speaker right into the microphone, right? Have you guys heard that song called Diamond Hands that some guy made on Reddit? It's like Diamond Hands, Diamond Hands. They should have played that. Amazon buyout. All right, if there's here goes the tinfoil hat. I applied my tinfoil hat. If there's a buyout between Amazon and Netflix, who do you think will buy out AMC? Go. Netflix or Amazon? It sounds like horror music because of the hedgies are hiding. Amazon, Tesla. You guys are funny. HBO. Wendy's. You guys are crazy. All right, so someone mentioned that they were going to be 15 minutes late to the call. Starts at 2 here, but if they are 15 minutes late, we still got some time to go. Space Kitty, thank you so much for the dono. I tried to find both of you and Taylor on social media to support my pages. Totally couldn't find either of you. My social or our socials, I'll plug them in right now, but Taylor, you can go ahead and plug in your social as well. Huge thank you to Taylor, man, with those donations. All of you guys who donated, thank you guys so much. But once again, you guys don't have to donate. Don't donate. Use that money, buy some more stocks. All we ask here is likes on the videos, comments. Can we hit 1,000 likes before the conference call starts, guys? That's all we ask for. Here is my social Twitter. I'll pin that for you guys. Taylor with the epic 420. I'll see you all on the moon. Thank you, Taylor. You guys are insane. Huge thank you, guys. Huge thank you for supporting the community. The best stonk community on YouTube, guys. With the 420 W's right there. Yeah, thank you guys. We're so close, guys, to 12,000 subscribers. We are so close to 12,000 subscribers. We're at 11,891. You guys are insane. And there will be a new video out tonight. GameStop manipulation. All you have to do is comment and like so you can get entered on the raffle giveaway for tomorrow. Huge manipulation going on GameStop. I'm not liking it, actually, guys. That was not a pullback. That was plain out manipulation. So for those of you who just joined, we're still waiting for the conference call, earnings call to start. They said they were going to be 15 minutes late. So if they don't start at 2 or in 8 minutes, whatever time zone you're on, just wait. Just be patient. And for those of you that are interested in our free Discord, you could find me there. Ask me questions, and it's we have a voice channel in Discord, so I can actually talk to you guys. Because on here, I only get to read messages, so I'll put that in there as well for the free Discord. This music is like creeping me out. I can't even change the volume. Alrighty. Uncle Bruce said someone should be investigated for what they did today on GameStop. Yeah, that was not a retail drop, guys. That was definitely a big player. These big guys are moving the stock. That was not us. AMC CEO is an ape too. He did not want to. He did not want to make a comment on us Redditors. Fox News called us kids, guys. They said these kids on Reddit. And I don't trust any of these short interest reports that have came out lately. Did you guys see the FINRA short interest report yesterday on AMC and GameStop? Like what? These numbers don't even make sense mathematically. They don't make sense. And yeah, we got the Stimmy Bean signed Friday. Taylor again with the dono. Thank you, brother. Won't why won't it let me do any more super chats? Is there a limit? I don't know. I guess YouTube is listening to us for no more donations. So I truly appreciate the donation, Taylor. But again, you guys, you don't have to donate anymore. So thank you, though. We truly appreciate you here. Thank you so much. Taylor's goated right now. Taylor's on fire. W's. Thank you, Taylor. Yeah, guys, I have the actual hearing muted. For those of you who just hopped on, it's muted. Because look, you guys want to hear this? I don't think so, right? AMC earnings, out on PDF format, call is different. Yes. Earnings call, you can actually ask questions, so very different. Louis, again, thank you so much for the dono. You guys don't have to donate to ask questions. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't think you guys want to hear that, no. Okay. Guys, we're so close to 12,000. You guys are insane. Can we break 12,000 subs? We're so close. You guys are insane. We're super close to 12K. I can't believe this. You guys are nuts. Look at this. We're so close to 12,000 subs. Can we break that resistance? You guys are insane, man. Truly grateful for every single one of you guys. You guys don't understand. You guys motivate me. All right, let's see. Are they live yet? Nope. Still got that music. Still got that music, baby. Will it get halted during the call? No. I just subscribed on 4 accounts. Yeah, guys, GameStop still closed at a pretty solid price. It closed, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, above yesterday's price level. So remain positive, remain optimistic. These hedge funds really try to take us down. This reminds me of the first time around when it got halted 5 times on the way down, halted back on the way up. So not a lot to worry about other than these crazy manipulative dips midday, these short attacks midday, with which we've been seeing consistently, especially last week. But this one, of course, they went a little bit more aggressive, and it did cause that halt. They want these halts because they know people are going to panic. That's what it is, guys. So big manipulation. Wow, Taylor. Taylor, thank you for the dono. He said, I will donate my entire 1400 stimulus to this channel so you can buy a new Xbox and PS5 for a giveaway. Guys, Taylor, can we get a thank you and a W in the chat for Taylor? He's killing it right now. This is for you guys. All the donations, guys, are literally given back to you guys via gift cards. We've given away, I think we gave away like $600 worth of gift cards for AMC, and these are all given away already. They're scratched up, so all these cards are going to you guys. All these donations. So thank the donators, guys. This is for you guys. And all we ask for, see, they're all scratched. They're all given to you guys. All we ask for is just a big like on the video. That's pretty much it, guys. So all these donations, Taylor, every single one of you guys, thank you guys so much. It's for the community. It's for the culture, baby. Let's go, baby. Still with the music. Guys, we're 3 subs away. We are 3 subs away from 12K. 3 subs away. Who will be the 12,000 sub? Yep. Can you give away a Whole Foods gift card? This is for you guys. This is for the community. This is for the culture, baby. All right, let's see. So it should start at 1 minute, and if they don't, they're running late. Guys, we hit 12,000 subs. We broke past that resistance ridiculously. Guys, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. Oh, you guys are insane, man. You guys are crazy. We broke past 12K. You guys are insane, man. This channel's going to the moon. We're all going to the moon together. We're going to the moon, man. Let's see. It's 2. It's starting. It's starting.
Sorry, Weather. You may begin.
Thank you, Alex. Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome everyone to AMC's fourth quarter and year-end 2020 earnings webcast. With me this afternoon is Adam Aron, our President and Chief Executive Officer, and Sean Goodman, our Chief Financial Officer. Before I turn the call over to Adam, let me remind everyone that some of the comments made by management during this conference call may contain forward-looking statements that are based on management's current expectations. Numerous risks, uncertainties, and other factors may cause actual results to differ materially from those that might be expressed today. Many of these risks and uncertainties are discussed in our most recent public filings, including our most recently filed 10-Q. Several of the factors that will determine the company's future results are beyond the ability of the company to control or predict. In light of the uncertainties inherent in any forward-looking statements, listeners are cautioned to not place undue reliance on these statements. The company undertakes no obligation to revise or update any forward-looking statements, whether as a result of new information or future events. On this call, we may reference measures such as adjusted EBITDA, free cash flow, adjusted free cash flow, and constant currency, among others, which are non-GAAP financial measures. For a full reconciliation of our non-GAAP measures to GAAP results, Please see our earnings release posted in the investor relations section of our website earlier today. After our prepared remarks, there will be a Q&A session. This afternoon's call is being recorded, and a webcast replay will be available in the investor relations section of our website at amctheaters.com later today. With that, I'll turn the call over to Adam.
Thank you, John. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Let me begin this afternoon's call the same way I've begun all of our 2020 earnings calls, by expressing my wishes that you and your families are all in good health, and I will add to that on this call, and that vaccination comes soon for you as well. You all know that 2020 was a year unlike anything that we've ever seen. COVID-19 has dramatically, and in some cases tragically, affected all of us to an extent we never could have or would have imagined. Throughout it all, AMC never minimized the stresses that this pandemic put on our industry and on our company, which were corporately life-threatening, as you all know. On our quarterly calls, we told you of our resolve and determination, but also of our reality and distress. Our public disclosures were fulsome, robust, and fully transparent. We pulled no punches in describing the magnitude of our challenge, and yet we were clear that at AMC, we were absolutely committed to fighting the good fight and doing all that was humanly possible to save this proud, century-old American company that has been a meaningful part of the American cultural landscape since 1920. And finally, today, we can give you an immensely satisfying report. As we sit here today, thanks to developments on so many fronts during the fourth quarter, and especially in January and February, I am now in a position to say that I am optimistic and confident about AMC's ability to weather this COVID-19 storm. Our focus is no longer on survival, but now is turned instead to directing a surge in moviegoing and on the recovery of AMC, objectives that feel to us like they're right around the corner. AMC's accomplishments over the past year have literally been breathtaking since our theater shutdowns almost exactly a year ago. With what essentially was an instantaneous and almost complete collapse of our revenues, there was very little room for error. Simply put, AMC needed to execute flawlessly to make it through 2020, and that is exactly what we did. So why are we so confident, even ebullient today? 4 reasons why. First, we raised a boatload of money. Over and over again, we raised cash. Doomsayers wrote us off several times during the last 10 months, and many strongly doubted our ability to raise the necessary capital to survive, absent a court-sanctioned restructuring. But happily, they were wrong. Now, they weren't wrong because they misjudged the risk. AMC walked quite a tightrope in 2020. But thanks to the tireless and skilled efforts of the AMC team, support from our creditors and landlord partners, and enthusiasm for AMC's future in the equity markets, since March of 2020, we've raised a total of $2.2 billion of gross debt and equity capital, including some $870 million of equity. We secured more than $1.6 billion of creditor and landlord concessions and generated more than $80 million in asset sales to weather the storm. Second, we have proven that we can operate our theaters safely and cleanly, and our theaters are reopening now once again. As for our safety and cleanliness protocols, they were developed in partnership with the Clorox Company, and current and former faculty of Harvard University's prestigious School of Public Health, and those protocols have worked brilliantly. Some 17 million moviegoers have watched movies in our theaters since reopening, and we are not aware of even a single COVID-19 case having been transmitted at our theaters amongst our guests. To achieve this impressive result, of course, we did the obvious social distancing, mask wearing, seat blocking, ubiquitous cleaning wipes and hand sanitizer gel, along with a wide array of other sanitization efforts. But at AMC, we also were way out in front with high-tech solutions like electrostatic sprayers, HEPA vacuums, and perhaps most important of all, upgrading our HVAC systems to include MERV 13 quality air filtration. As for theater reopenings, we finished 2020 with only 67% of our U.S. and 30% of our international theaters open for business. This is down from the fourth quarter highs, where 90% of our circuit was open, both in the United States and internationally. But as we now turn the page on 2020, the year 2021 is already proving to be a much brighter story. As of March 5th, with the reopening of our very important New York City and San Francisco theaters, and a brand new theater christening in Denver as well, we are back to our fourth quarter highs of approximately 90% of the AMC domestic circuit being open. That is a much higher percentage of our theaters that are open than most of our major competitors and the U.S. theater community as a whole. We think that's a competitive advantage for us as we move to bring moviegoers back to our theaters as new movie titles are released. Now, as for New York, the New York City reopening is such a harbinger of good times ahead for AMC. Pent-up demand is a mighty, mighty thing. In just its first open weekend, the New York DMA was AMC's single biggest market in attendance and in revenues across the entire United States. It helped drive our weekend attendance a few days ago to be 250% of what it was in the last 3 weekends of January or in the first 3 weekends of February. New York's first open weekend gave us at AMC our best weekend results dating all the way back to March of 2020. And importantly, based on comments made yesterday and again today by Governor Newsom of California, we should be opening our theaters across Southern California, including Los Angeles County, sometime very soon, possibly, but not yet definitely, as soon as 9 days from now, on Friday, March 19. Incidentally, we're opening our theaters in Alameda County, California, what you think of as Oakland and the East Bay, 2 days from now, on Friday, March 12th. To put the magnitude of an LA reopening in perspective, as a movie market, the LA DMA is about double the size of the New York City market. And so important for us, given AMC's market share leading positions in these cities and in these states, almost 1/3 of all AMC movie viewing dollars in the United States takes place in just the 4 states of California and the tri-state region of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. And finally, after a year of closure, New York City and Los Angeles are coming back for AMC. Looking internationally, our 7 theaters in the Middle East all reopened this past weekend also. And it's our current expectation that almost all of our European theaters will in fact reopen well in time for the big spate of movie blockbusters that are expected to start getting released in May. Speaking of movie blockbusters, the third reason for our good humor and secure state of mind is that after a long drought, one major new movie title after another is set for near-term release. Warner Brothers has Godzilla vs. Kong later this month. We hear that Disney is very firmly committed to an early May release of Black Widow. Sony just moved Peter Rabbit forward in May. Paramount just moved A Quiet Place 2 from September to Memorial Day weekend. Universal is holding F9, the latest Fast and Furious movie, with a June 2021 release. And speaking as a personal favorite, my favorite movie this summer, no doubt, will be the long-awaited Top Gun Maverick starring Tom Cruise, and which opens 4th of July weekend. And after that, it'll be one hit movie after another all year long. The CEOs of two major studios each told me that a good metaphor for AMC's circumstance is that we are LaGuardia Airport, closed by a thunderstorm with tons of planes circling overhead, all waiting to land and all needing to land. By our count, around 40 major movie titles that have already been completed were delayed from a 2020 release and will be released theatrically, hitting our big screens starting in May and beyond. Another metaphor that I've repeatedly used is that AMC is in the new car business, and that since March of 2020, we've had very few new cars shipped to our showrooms. Finally, now, those new cars are on their way to us, and seldom we will, in massive quantities, I might add. And the fourth reason for our optimism is the brisk pace of vaccination. This very week will mark the 100 millionth vaccine injection in arm in the United States. And we are vaccinating now in this country at a rate of between 60 and 90 million injections monthly. For all the talk of the steps we at AMC have taken to bolster our position, the real salvation of our company will be because of vaccination. I know for a fact who the single most important person is in the entire movie business throughout 2020 and 2021. And no studio, nor any movie theater circuit is the employer. His name of the most important person in our business is Albert Bourla, and he is the CEO of Pfizer. He and his talented colleagues, and those of Moderna and Johnson & Johnson, are what have given us our newfound fortitude. I had the privilege of thanking Albert firsthand for the vital role his leadership has played in saving AMC, and those sentiments of thanks were never more deserved. There's more to discuss, but before we do, I'll now turn the call over to Sean Goodman, our CFO, to update you on the fourth quarter and more on the recent actions taken by AMC. Sean?
Thanks, Adam, and thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon. I do hope that you and your families have been safe and well during these continued extraordinary times. As Adam mentioned, the fourth quarter was once again severely impacted by the COVID-19 crisis. The sizable number of our theaters that were closed for much of the quarter, plus the limited number of new titles during the quarter, significantly impacted our attendance levels and our financial results. Overall, our domestic attendance in the fourth quarter was 92% below the prior year, and our international attendance was 89% below the prior year's fourth quarter. The very low attendance levels ultimately make the quarter's financial results largely irrelevant. And so on this call today, Adam and I will devote very little time to the fourth quarter results, and we'll talk more about the issues that relate to our future. However, I do want to point out just a couple of encouraging data points from Q4. In our international markets, average ticket price was up more than 13% or 7% in constant currency. And food and beverage revenue per patron increased by more than 16% or 10% in constant currency compared to last year. In the domestic market, ticket prices and food and beverage results were similarly encouraging, with average ticket price up slightly and food and beverage revenue per patron up more than 22%. These statistics, which are actually even more impressive when you consider the discounted pricing on library content and food and beverage promotions that we offered during the quarter, were driven by a number of factors, including a higher proportion of evening and weekend shows, strategic ticket and food and beverage pricing adjustments, the success of our new and very popular private theater rental program in the United States. And by the way, we have already hosted 115,000 of these private theater rentals, a sure sign of consumer enthusiasm for the theatrical experience, and increased usage of our mobile AMC app for both ticket and food and beverage purchases. We used this pandemic period to roll out our mobile food and beverage capabilities across the entire domestic theater network. This industry-leading feature of our smartphone app makes it easy and convenient to order food and beverage items at the same time as one purchases his or her tickets, with these food and beverage items prepared and waiting for our guests, either to collect when arriving at the theater or delivered directly to your seat. So let's talk about AMC more broadly, rather than just looking at quarterly results. As of December 31, 2020, we had $308 million of cash plus $13 million of restricted cash. Our total cash burn for the fourth quarter was $110 million. Now, when we normalize this number for all of the cash raised during the fourth quarter, the monthly cash burn comes out at $124 million per month, which is right in line with our expectations at the beginning of the quarter and our previous guidance. At the end of the fourth quarter, we had deferred rent of approximately $450 million, with repayment terms being on average 27 months. Although a number of agreements have repayment periods that extend through the remaining lease term, which in some cases is well in excess of 10 years. A reminder that the rent expense shown on the face of our income statement represents our rent obligation for the quarter. For the fourth quarter, actual cash rent payments were approximately $45 million less than what was shown on the face of the income statement. While future cash rent payments will continue to depend on our ongoing discussions with landlords, we anticipate cash rent paid in Q1 of 2021 will be higher than in Q4, while still being well below the income statement rent liability. Before moving off the topic of rent, it is worth noting that during 2020, we quietly and without fanfare permanently closed 60 lower performing theaters, 48 domestic theaters, and 12 international theaters. These theaters were mostly money-losing theaters historically, so AMC EBITDA actually will increase because of their closure. This is part of our plan to improve the sustainable profitability of our theater portfolio as we exit this pandemic. Shifting over to capital expenditures, we have continued to reduce capital expenditures to minimum maintenance levels. We eliminated all but essential maintenance capex and previously committed growth capex during 2020. During the fourth quarter, our capex spend was only $6.1 million net of landlord contributions. This is a full $152.5 million lower than the same quarter a year ago. Our net capex for the year, for 2020 year, totaled $130.2 million at the low end of our net capex guidance of between $130 million and $150 million. Net capex for 2021 is expected to be approximately $100 million, and this will be almost entirely maintenance related. So let's focus on the actions that we have taken to improve our liquidity profile, manage our expenses, and position AMC for success in 2021 and beyond. When we last spoke in early November, I noted that we had sufficient cash on hand to last through only the beginning of 2021, assuming no increase in attendance levels. However, I also noted our intention to raise additional capital to expand our liquidity runway. And from October of 2020 to January of 2021, that is exactly what we did. Firstly, our at-the-market or ATM equity offerings have raised approximately $870 million on the issuance of approximately 278 million shares in a little more than 4 months. You should note that $772 million of these proceeds were raised after our third quarter conference call. 2, we issued an additional $100 million of first lien debt financing, and we did this without increasing leverage because we swapped $100 million of second lien debt for equity as part of this transaction. Third, we executed a new Odeon 140 million pound and 296 million euro term loan agreement that provided approximately $411 million of incremental liquidity. This is after paying down our European revolving line of credit. And fourth, we also saw the deleveraging effect of $600 million in convertible notes that were swapped out of interest-bearing debt and into equity at a conversion price of $13.51 per share. Importantly, as of February 28th, thanks to the actions that we have taken above, we had a little more than $1.1 billion of cash on hand. We believe that this cash puts us in a very strong position to weather continued COVID-related disruptions to our business until attendance returns to more normal levels. However, we are not resting on past accomplishments, and we will continue to actively explore alternatives to raise additional capital and reduce our leverage. Finally, before handing the call back over to Adam, there has been a lot of interest in the number of AMC shares that are currently outstanding. The total outstanding share count as of March 3rd, 2021 is 450.2 million shares. As we move forward from 2020, we are doing so with renewed confidence that AMC and our industry has turned a corner. And with that, I will pass the call back over to Adam. Adam.
Thank you, Sean. For the past 12 months, our overarching focus has been raising capital to ensure our survival during this dreadful pandemic. And as Sean just described, we did just that, meaningfully extending our financial runway. At this point, with any semblance of even a partial recovery of movie theater revenues beginning this summer, we have enough cash to make it all the way through the end of 2021 and beyond. However, we are not done. While understandably we are pleased with the progress that we've made, that does not in any way diminish our intense focus on diligently managing our expenses, seeking opportunities to enhance our profitability, to innovate in driving the recapture of our movie-going revenues from moviegoers who will come to our theaters once again, ensuring that we have adequate liquidity, and managing our balance sheet to deleverage. As I said earlier, 2021 is already feeling very different from 2020. We have more than $1 billion of cash on hand. President Biden has stated that there will be enough vaccines for every adult in the United States by the end of May. And the rate of new COVID-19 cases, associated hospital stays, and morbidity statistics, thankfully, are all declining. Theater openings are happening again. A spate of major movie titles are coming to our theaters again. Blockbuster after blockbuster after blockbuster after blockbuster. And all that is combined with a massive amount of stimulus money being voted upon in Congress this very week to jumpstart the U.S. economy more broadly. So, with this as a closing thought, I'd ask that you reflect for just a moment about the consumer, the movie-going public. Last week's poll from the National Research Group showed moviegoer confidence growing to its highest level since the late summer of 2020, with consumers feeling far more optimistic than they've been in at least 6 months about returning to cinemas again. At AMC, we also have been conducting our own proprietary research amongst a scientific sample size of some 2,431 AMC Stubs members. You'll recall that Stubs members represent our most avid customers. They make up more than half of our total movie theater ticket sales in the United States. Here is some fascinating information that has not been shared before from that research done just a couple of weeks ago. Our Stubs members were asked what out-of-home things they most singularly were looking forward to doing post.
Guys, it's laggy on there, and if I'm not mistaken.
Was number one on the list with a score. Then the score for going to a friend's house to socialize, 47% more popular than that of going to a restaurant, 79% more popular than that of going to a concert, 138% more popular than that of going to a sporting event, and 257% more popular than that of going shopping. Now, admittedly, these responses are from moviegoers, so it's no surprise they want to go to see movies. But the important thing for us is that what our customers are telling us is that they desperately want to come back and enjoy moviegoing at our movie theaters again. That is the very definition of pent-up demand, and that is very good news indeed for AMC. Before we open the call for your questions, I want to touch briefly on 3 items. 1, Silver Lake's conversion of their convertible debt. 2, Wanda's conversion of their Class B common shares to Class A common shares. And 3, the so-called Reddit rally. First, on Silver Lake. We've always said that we believe that Silver Lake's convertible debt would be converted and should be treated and thought of like equity. And when our stock price rebounded recently, that is exactly what Silver Lake did. They converted and thereby eliminated $600 million of interest-bearing debt from our books in exchange for about 44 million shares of stock. This represents a conversion price of $13.51 per share and meaningfully reduces our leverage. Silver Lake has been a highly effective and beneficial partner to AMC since their investment in our company in September of 2018. Their guidance and assistance has been incredibly helpful to AMC. While Silver Lake has sold their shares, Silver Lake's personable and truly brilliant Lee Whitlinger still serves on the AMC board of directors, and I hope we can keep Lee on our board for a long time to come. Second is Wanda's conversion of their Class B common stock into Class A common stock. Wanda has been and continues to be our largest shareholder. Wanda's Class B shares came with a super voting feature such that each share carried 3 votes, provided that Wanda's economic ownership of AMC remained above 30% of the outstanding shares. Prior to our ATM programs, this feature made Wanda not only our largest shareholder, but also a controlling shareholder. With the success of our ATM programs, Wanda's ownership was diluted well below that 30% threshold during the fourth quarter. And on December 29, Wanda's Class B shares have thus been converted to Class A shares, each carrying a single vote per share. Wanda owns less than 10% of AMC shares at this point. Wanda still has 2 board seats, and I can genuinely tell you that they have been an absolute delight for me to deal with during the past 5 years that I've led AMC. However, with no controlling shareholder in place, now AMC will be governed just as is most other publicly traded companies with a wide array of shareholders. And finally, a quick comment on the so-called Reddit rally. Our focus has been on managing our business and directing its recovery. And it's really not appropriate to say much more here on this earnings call. It's probably notable to point out that of the more than $2.2 billion of cash that we raised between April of 2020 and now, about 99% of that cash ironically came in before the Reddit rally. But as I look at all those retail investors, I realize and truly take to heart one thing among others: how 101-year-old AMC is a crucial part of the American zeitgeist. Many Americans have a strong affection for AMC. They've been going to our movie theaters for years and years, or for decades and decades. And we intend to get many of these people to very soon be ticket buyers at our AMC theaters once again. With that, operator, we're now ready to open the call up for questions.
At this time, we will be conducting a question and answer session. 1 on your telephone keypad.
What did you guys think of it so far? What did you guys think of it? We have questions going on right now. W or L in the chat.
From the queue. For participants using speaker equipment, it may be necessary to pick up your handset before pressing the star keys. Our first question is from Jad Bainan with Macquarie. Please proceed with your question.
And thanks for taking my questions, and thanks for all the prepared remarks. Good to hear you well. Adam, just wanted to start off with a broad one on the theatrical window topic. We've now heard from many of your studio partners, including Universal, Paramount, and Warner. Just wondering how you're thinking about this, from an agreement standpoint, what this means to the business model, and how this could affect getting back to historical EBITDA margins. Thanks.
Thank you, Chad. So this is an area, I actually could have put this in the prepared remarks, but I figured I'd save it for questions. This is an area where I feel very good. Dating back to my first weeks at AMC, we signed on to something called Screening Room. It never took off, but some of you may remember it. That was going to play movies at home earlier than traditional windows. And I think that over the past several years, AMC has indicated in private conversations with every major studio that we are willing to be the most experimental movie theater circuit around with respect to windows strategies that were different than the traditional norm. But we always laid down one marker, and that was if we adjusted windows, it had to be good for AMC shareholders, not bad for AMC shareholders. And when we couldn't strike deals with studios on shorter windows, we resisted them with all of our might. Some of you will recall the letter exchange from April of 2020 with Universal as an example of that. Having said that, after a very brief, given that we were at it for years, after a very brief 90 days of serious discussion, we announced what we thought was a groundbreaking, landmark new agreement with Universal that was good for Universal and good for AMC. It suggested that there were other ways than the hidebound traditional way to release movies that could be done in a way that was beneficial for our studio partners and for AMC as a theater chain. Fast forward to Warner's announcement about HBO Max. We put out a very clear statement that we were not willing to let Warner Brothers advantage its streaming service at AMC shareholders' expense. And you may have noticed that we are playing Warner Brothers movies right now. Now, we never discuss our film terms publicly, and I won't break that pattern today. But you should properly assume that if we're playing Warner movies, we came to agreement with Warner that any changes in their strategy are being done in ways where AMC shareholders benefit as opposed to are being penalized. We are willing to engage with every major studio on the same topic, and I continue to be optimistic that having been business partners with all these studios for a century, we can adjust the business relationships between us and our studio partners such that they can support their streaming services and their theatrical releases and do so not at our expense. So I know that there have been others who aren't necessarily privy to our private conversations who are more anxious about Windows than am I. But so far, in our dealings with studios where Windows policies have changed, we've made changes such that we think we come out ahead and not come out behind.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And then, Sean, you noted the reduced CapEx for the year, the guidance of $100 million. How are you guys thinking about the percentage of your theaters now that have been updated? If the renovation return CapEx is still in the cards in the future, or if that is almost complete, and then if new build opportunities come along, how would you think about partnering with landlords to build more, particularly if your liquidity is strong and the business is stable? Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for the question. Our primary focus right now, I think, as we've said in our prepared remarks, is A, liquidity, and B, deleveraging. And so you see that reflected in the CapEx guidance for 2021 of $100 million, primarily focused on maintenance CapEx. We're pretty fortunate that over the last few years, we have spent a considerable amount of CapEx renovating and updating our theater fleet. And so the timing is quite good to reduce that CapEx. We're always planning to reduce that CapEx in 2020, and we did reduce it, and we reduced it even more than our original plans just because of the situation with the pandemic. But we believe that our theater portfolio is in good shape. The $100 million is predominantly maintenance related. I would expect in the future, as our liquidity position improves, as our leverage position improves, we will then look to invest more from a growth point of view. But at this point, as I said at the beginning, it's primarily leverage and liquidity. And I'll let Adam talk a little bit about the growth opportunities.
So what we're finding, just literally last week we opened a new build theater in Denver. And what we're finding is that landlords still find the AMC brand to be very powerful. And opportunities are coming our way constantly to pick up existing theaters or to have new builds in attractive locations. But I would expect that you'll see new builds continue for us, or what we sometimes call spot acquisitions. Having said that, we're in a position where we can be somewhat demanding with respect to the landlords of those theaters. For us to take on a new build theater going forward, the landlord's going to have to take a lot more risk as opposed to AMC taking a lot more risk. So you probably will see a greater capital contribution from landlords rather than from us. You might see percentage rents based on the ebb and flow of theatrical revenues rather than fixed rents. We're solely on the hook for the success of the theater. So I still think they're in our future, but they'll be on much more attractive financial terms to us than the expansion that we might have put in place over the past decade when times were more flush.
Thank you both. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Eric Wold with B. Riley FBR. Please proceed with your question.
Thank you. Good afternoon, guys. Just a couple more questions as well, kind of around kind of cash flow and outlook. Kind Can I think about the current liquidity and kind of the runway you laid out to next year? Can you update us on what your underlying box office, domestic international box office assumptions are to get to that point next year versus kind of maybe what you had in prior filings?
Sure. Hey, Eric, it's Sean. So let's talk a little bit about our cash flow projections in 2021. When we look at those projections, we necessarily look at them very conservatively. I think that's appropriate when we're managing our liquidity to make sure that we have sufficient liquidity. When we think of 2021, it's going to be an interesting year. The first half, from a conservative point of view, again, the first half, we're expecting cash burn to be somewhere similar to the cash burn that we've seen in the months of January and February. Q3 will be a transition quarter, and then Q4, our expectations as things start to return more to normalized levels. And so in Q4, we expect to be cash flow break even to slightly cash flow positive. Q3, that transition period, is probably somewhere around 50 million, let's say, a month cash burn during that Q3 period. If you went and added up all those quarterly numbers, you would see that based on that expectation, that conservative expectation, we have more than sufficient cash on hand right now to be able to cover that and then what that translates to, answer your question specifically, what that translates to from a box office point of view is a box office that is significantly below 2011 levels, somewhere around.
You said 2011.
Sorry, not 20. I don't know why 2011. Sorry, significantly below 2019 levels, somewhere close to 50% below 2019 levels. And again, I'll go back to what I said at the beginning. It's conservative necessarily because I think that's the appropriate way to manage our liquidity.
Perfect. That's helpful. Next, last question. Sorry to write another finance question. So sorry, Adam. I'll get you another one later. I guess thinking about the $450 million of deferred rent, you mentioned 27 months on average, kind of payback period. Are most of the terms in general that once a theater reopens, you go back to full rent plus the deferred rent kicking in immediately, or are there other requirements that need to be hit in terms of attendance levels or whatnot? And then assuming we get to year end and all theaters are open, we're kind of back to kind of normal environment. Does that bring into fact, kind of pre-pandemic rent levels plus then that kind of, $17 million per month of deferred rent kicking in as well?
Yeah, the way to think about the deferred rent, 450 million of deferred rent, be careful on just assuming that deferred rent is paid back, roughly over the 27-month period, except for the rent that's paid back over a longer period of time. And the reason I say be careful of that assumption, because during 2021, and specifically in the first half of 2021, we will have additional rent concessions. And that will offset. So you will have some of that deferred rent being paid down, but it will be offset by additional rent concessions. As far as the timing of when these paybacks happen, it's a specific date. It's a specific date agreed with the landlords. And that date is something that is discussed and negotiated depending on how attendance levels are going. But think about it as a specific date. A lot of that deferred rent from 2020, the repayment period kicks in at the beginning of January 2021. But then, to go back to what I said before, there's additional rent concessions that will offset that.
So Eric, if I could just add a comment. There are so many heroes for AMC over the past year. I told you about my deep appreciation to Albert Bourla of Pfizer. We could talk about all the retail investors who bought shares from us in the ATM effort from October through January. But another constituency that has really stood tall in helping AMC survive was our theater landlord community. And we renegotiated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lease agreements. And our theater landlords wanted us to stay in business, and they wanted to keep us around. And The concessions that they made are very much appreciated, and those talks continue. We continue to have conversations with all of our theater landlords. As wonderful as it is that we raise cash, and as wonderful it is that new movies are coming this summer, we're still burning through cash right now. And we continue to find that our landlords have been flexible and creative, and we are very much appreciative to them.
Perfect. Thank you both, and congrats on getting through this, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Eric Handler with MKM Partners. Please proceed.
Yes, good evening, and thanks for the question. Anthony, you gave us a good update on your cash. Can you give us an update on where your total debt is now at the beginning of March, and what your cash interest expense will most likely look like, either on a per quarter basis or just for all of 21, given that you've got some PIK notes to deal with?
Sure. So to answer your first question, if you look at our total debt, and you'll see our capitalization table on the 10K, which will be published later this week. You look at the total debt at the end of December, and then I'll tell you that as of the end of March, what our pro forma debt is, and it's essentially the same number. So there's a lot of puts and takes, but at the end of the day, essentially that total debt, same number at the end of March as it was at the end of December. This reflects, okay, so what you have, the big transactions that you have, is you have the conversion of the convertible debt. That eliminates $600 million from our debt. However, at the same time, you have the European loan, right? And so that's additional debt. And that's $550 odd million of additional debt. Those are the two big items. The other big items is repayment of the revolving credit facility Odeon. And then the difference, because that won't quite net out, the difference is actually payment in kind, PIK interest on the second lien debt, on the European term loan. There'll be some PIK interest on that, and there's some PIK interest on some of our first lien debt as well. So when you add up all of that, you end up with the same debt number at the end of the day. I think your second question was related to interest costs. So you're looking at cash interest costs in 2021. 2021, there's a significant amount of payment in kind of PIK interest. When you go through a capitalization schedule, you can calculate what the total interest is, but you'll see that the payment in kind interest, it's not a single number because it depends what elections we make with PIK interest, but if we elect all of the PIK interest we're able to do right through 2021, you have around $250 million of PIK interest that you need to net off the interest payments amount. And the heavy quarters for interest payments are Q4 and Q2. Q1 and Q3 are pretty low interest payments. Q1 and Q3 are about $20 million a quarter. The heavier interest payments are in Q2 and Q4.
And so just following up, so what you're back on that, what should, if you assume your PIK contributions are paid and you elect the PIK option, what is your average, or what should be your cash interest payments for the year?
For 2021, the cash interest payments, assuming that PIK number that I gave you, the cash interest payments will be around $165 odd million.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Our next question is from Jason Bazinet with Citi. Please proceed with your question.
I just had two quick questions. Without getting in the specifics of your agreements with the studios, can you just talk about the buckets that we should think about when you come out ahead versus behind as the studios sort of rejigger their release or their windows? And then my second question is, if we end up in a world where
and you may disagree with the premise, but if we end up in a world where there are fewer patrons at the end of the day going to AMC just because maybe some of the smaller movies go on these direct-to-consumer apps, do you think that there's scope to sort of reposition the theater experience as a premium experience and take higher ticket pricing to offset what may be potentially lower attendance? And I'm not talking 2021 or something like that. Just if you think sort of longer term to sort of the new run rate. Thanks.
So the first question, we really don't talk about our theater deals, so I'm going to duck it respectfully.
Okay.
But where you'll see it is, in film rents. I mean, that is the business relationship between movie theater chain and studios. So if we're going to get concessions back, that's where you likely see it. And your second question has so many assumptions built into it that I don't want to accept. Doesn't mean you're wrong, but you're not right yet, which is to say that go back to 2019. The industry sold 1 billion movie theater tickets in the United States. 1 billion. It's the third most popular it's the second most popular out-of-home experience in the United States, other than going out to eat a meal at a restaurant. If you take the attendance of all 5 major professional sports leagues together, all 150-ish teams, all sports, all games, all season long, movie theaters sold 7 times the quantity of every sports event ticket sold in the United States in 2019. If the pandemic has taught us anything, it's that we do not want to be cooped up in our homes or in our apartments, no matter how nice they are, forever and ever. People want to go back to theaters. And we are, even with changing window strategies, we are quite confident that massive amounts of demand heading to movie theaters. You'll recall people have been predicting the demise of the movie theater business for a century. Radio was going to put us out of business, and TV was going to put us out of business, and VCRs were going to put us out of business, and now streaming is going to put us out of business. Except, guess what? Other than the pandemic, movie theaters have thrived this whole time. I am highly confident that we will make whatever adjustments we need to make to accommodate whatever change in the industry structure there is. If streaming's on the rise, then something will change. Maybe film rents will come down. Maybe prices will go up. We'll see. But don't just assume that people aren't going to theaters. Because I think we're going to find out post-pandemic that people are going to go to theaters and they're going to be really happy that they got out of their homes to do so.
Perfect. Thank you.
One Gould with Loop Capital. Please proceed with your question.
Hi. Thank you for taking the question. I've got a few. First, Adam, will take, or can you get back to the adjusted EBITDA levels that you had in 2019, given that you have fewer screens and that there will be a shorter theatrical windows?
So I'm going to answer you this way. Fewer screens does not decrease EBITDA, because the screens that we were closing had negative EBITDA. So that's kind of point one. On your other question, I know that John reads that forward-looking statement disclosure, but it's such a forward-looking disclosure, I don't think it's appropriate for me to make a crystal ball projection. You've heard me on this call talk to get our way through this extraordinary challenge that was thrown our way. And I'm quite optimistic and bullish about the prospects of moviegoers coming back to our theaters. But I don't think that it's right for us to start predicting what year we're going to see what level of EBITDA. That's your job, and you all will make your estimates, and we'll try to beat them.
Okay, let me follow that up with a few others. There haven't been any ATMs or shares offered since the end of January. Was that simply because you needed to have more shares authorized to do that? Because Sean did mention the intention is now to raise additional capital.
Well, he didn't say that we would raise additional capital. He said that we will carefully examine the raising of additional capital most attractive. Having brought in $1.222 billion between December 14 and January 20-something, 22nd, I think it was, we thought, and with $1 billion of cash in the bank, we thought it was appropriate to take a bit of a breather. But we are now very carefully looking at what are the smartest ways for us to raise capital. There are a lot of vehicles that we can use to get there. And we're also balancing how we can achieve the goal of deleveraging the company. We are thrilled that in July of 2020, we got rid of $555 million of debt through a very complex negotiation with our second lien holders. We're thrilled that in January we got rid of $600 million of debt when Silver Lake converted their notes into equity. So, it's something that we'll look at very hard, but it's just a simple fact that yes, we took 5 weeks away from capital raising, given what we put in the bank in the last couple of months.
Okay, and what do you see happening industry-wide? Do you see screens closing? Do you see, frankly, opportunities for M&A now that you've got a more attractive currency?
I think you're overstating that, not you, but I think people are overstating that streaming is somehow going to cause screen closures. But I do think, given what our industry has lived through this past year, our eagerness to continue to operate money-losing theaters is at a very low point of desirability. And so I think we'll be much tougher. And when I say we, I don't mean AMC, I mean the whole industry. I think people are going to be much tougher in evaluating the risk that they're taking and the degree to which they are willing to lease and operate marginal theaters. Is there M&A activity? I guess we'll all find out together.
Okay, and my last question, now that you have over $1 billion of cash on your balance sheet, does that change your landlord negotiations?
Yeah, it makes it harder. We're not quite as desperate as we were in June of 2020. But we're a creative bunch here at AMC, and we're continuing to have really interesting conversations with the landlord community. There are things that we can put on the table. There are things that we can do. On this call, we focused on some of our theaters that were marginally profitable or unprofitable. We have a lot of theaters in normal times that are very profitable. So again, landlord by landlord, lease by lease, theater by theater, the discussions are always interesting, and there's plenty of opportunity for us going forward.
Okay. Thank you for taking the questions.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have time for one final question. Our final question comes from Jim Ghost with Barrington Research.
All right, one more, baby.
Please
Come on.
proceed with
Let's
your
get high,
question.
baby. Good questions. Come on.
Thanks. One small one, wrapping up the Windows idea. Do you think, given the variety of types of Windows that have emerged, do you think there will be any standardization or range of standardized options that will develop between the studios and the exhibitors, or will it be on a one-by-one basis as time goes on?
That's a very good question, Jim, and hello, by the way. And I don't think there's going to be a cookie cutter approach. Everybody understood like there was one window. That's what it's been for years and years and years. I think what we're going to see, what we've learned, especially since the Universal agreement, is every studio seems to have different desires and needs. And so I'm expecting that you're going to see custom agreements that will be developed studio by studio that may differ, and they're probably going to differ circuit by circuit.
Okay. And over the past year...
But if I could just add one more point, Jim, if I could add one more point to the answer. But as I've been saying literally for 5 years, and as we said with our Universal discussions, as we said with our Warner discussions, we can only sign on to something if it's good for our company and good for our shareholders. So you should assume that, like, one of the advantages of being the largest exhibitor in the world is that we have a legitimate seat at the table to have discussions with our studios. And we don't go there stuck in 1955 and saying, oh, it's got to be the way it used to be. We're willing to be innovative and imaginative and creative and look for solutions. And I am highly confident that we will continue to find those solutions. We have been partners with these studios for decades and decades and decades and decades more. And clearly we need them to exist, but I believe that they need us too. 2019, there was $43 billion of ticket sales generated in movie theaters globally. The Hollywood share of that, is a huge number. And I don't think it's in their interest to just throw that good money away. So I continue to be confident that working as business partners who've been doing this a long time with each other, I'm highly confident we'll find good solutions that work for our studios and for us. There might be a little jawing in public, there might be a little jawing in private, but when you get to the final end solution, I think it'll be good for both entities.
Okay, and thank you very much. And my last thing, we've talked over the past year, all of the exhibitors, about things that might persist post-COVID. Now that we're getting to a point where this might actually be coming to some sort of conclusion, or at least transition, what do you think will persist in terms of staffing levels, seat blocking, private showings, cleaning protocols, and maybe even food and beverage 2.0 as you have a chance to go back from popcorn and soft drinks again to maybe broader menu items?
Thanks, Jim. So there's a whole lot in that question, right? Certainly private theater rentals is here to stay. That's been immensely popular. As Sean said, we did 115,000 of them already, and I'm expecting that will continue. AMC has long prided itself on our imaginative food and beverage efforts. I'm sure as patronage builds up at our theaters, we will go back to more varied and imaginative menus. Another thing that I think you can assume going forward, there will be more automation in the movie theater industry as wages rise. So, for example, we used this pandemic period to build mobile food and beverage ordering into our smartphone app, and that's gotten a lot of traction with our guests, which cuts out a lot of time at the concession stand, which is good for our guests and good for us. So those are three things. But on a fourth thing that's going to continue is we're going to have to figure out ways, and I have expressed over and over that I'm confident we can. We're going to have to figure out how to work with our studio partners such that we can support their theatrical business and their streaming business. And I believe that we can do so. And lastly, I saved the biggest for last. This is something that our operations department shudders about when I say it. But I'm just going to tell everybody here and now, the days of dirty movie theaters are over. After what the public has been through over the last year, cleanliness and sanitization is going to be an extremely important factor for guests, even in a post-pandemic world. And we intend to run our theaters spotlessly going forward. And woe be it to any of our competitors who does not match us stride for stride.
That will go over well, I think. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have reached the end of the question and answer session, and I will now turn the call back over to management for closing remarks.
Thank you, operator. Thanks for everybody on the call. Since our last quarterly call, AMC raised $1,222 million of cash. We got rid of $600 million of debt. Our theaters are reopening. Big movie titles are coming. Ladies and gentlemen, see you at the movies. Thanks for joining us today.
That's a CEO, baby. That's a CEO. What do you guys think? W or L? It just finished, guys. W or L?
Thank you for your participation and have a great evening.
Let's go, baby. What's AMC at after hours 10:55? Welcome, everybody. That was a bit. I love Adam Aaron. That's a CEO right there, baby. Guys, this is a huge year for AMC, guys. This past quarter doesn't even matter. This is the year. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to all the 3,800 apes who stayed here. Everyone, www. We live stream every single day, guys. So tomorrow, of course, we'll be up bright and early again for another trading session, Monday through Friday. I'm thinking of also streaming over the weekend for you guys. Any other questions on stocks? With that being said, I'll plug in our Discord one more time, and I'll have a video out for you guys on the channel tonight. But thank you guys all, especially the people who donated. Thank you guys all for the support. Those donations go back into the gift cards we give away every single day. But with that being said, let me pin the Discord really quick, guys. Chat is moving too fast. See you at the movies. I love Adam Aaron. You guys loved how he answered the questions? No negativity here, buddy. See you at the movies. Hashtag see you at the movies. Yeah, guys, we'll be live early pre-market tomorrow. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna work on a video. I'll see you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys. I think we have a long term. Yeah, this is a winner. Guys, I told you guys the one thing they were gonna keep on mentioning was that debt. They were gonna mention that debt and the amount of money they raised, and they kept on mentioning it. They kept on mentioning that's a huge, huge important factor for AMC. So I'm glad they mentioned it again at the end. Yeah, new video out later. New video later. Stay tuned for that one. That one's gonna be really interesting. The man is bullish. uh I love all you guys. Thank you guys. By the way, we hit 12K subs. You guys are insane. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for the support. Yeah, I'll see you guys. See you at the movies, baby.